Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day. Oh, hokey smokes. I'm going to jump right into the Shelton, Washington weather plague rat and spider report because, oh, that poor spider. Weather-wise, I haven't been out this morning, but it's been chilly, and yesterday it was cloudy, but there's no real wind that I can hear, no rain, so it's weather. It's going to be about an hour before it gets light outside, so who knows what the weather is. Plague rat report. I actually went out early yesterday because somebody had sent me some money as a birthday gift. I went and I bought a chocolate birthday cake at Safeway, came back, and I devoured the entire birthday cake by myself yesterday. Oh, not healthy, but life is life. So thumbs up on that. Then I ate regular real food too. And I actually slept pretty good, so thumbs up on that. But that's the weather and plague rat report. The plague rat report, the actual plague rat part of the plague rat report. Because I went out kind of in the earlier part of the day, it was the early afternoon. You know, there were more people out and there were more people not doing things right. So I just go out and I go in and get out as fast as I can when I'm around other people. The covfefe bug is exploding in the U.S., so I'm as careful as I can possibly be. And of course, spider report. Oh, that poor spider that was next to the box fan, but I moved the box fan. There are two empty plastic hamster food boxes that I've had on the windowsill. Just because it's habit, I put them there and they've been there, so I've just kept them there. Well, the spider put her anchor webs on those things. So when I moved the box fan, it kind of moved her web and she was upset about that, but I kind of left her alone and she was still good. Last night, Amelia knocked one of the plastic boxes down because she's been sleeping up in the window and falling out of it. So that poor spider has barely got any web left. Like 90% of her web is torn apart and gone, but she's still there in what remains of it. I don't know why she hasn't left, but she's still there. Hopefully she's going to fix her web. I don't know. So thumbs up, here's hoping. The other spider in the corner, she's doing well, so hopefully things will continue to do well. I had actual mosquitoes flying around in here that had come in through the window. Because it's cold-ish, it's cooler, but it's not autumn or winter. And so there's still a lot of bugs because it's raining. There's a forest, and a forest is a bug factory. So yeah, there's mosquitoes that still come in here. Slapped one off my arm last night. They've been flying around. They're still eating for the spiders over there. So here's hoping things go well. I'm just going to be sad when they leave. Leave for like they die, or leave as in they just travel to someplace else. So we'll see what happens. But past that, though, just been surviving. I was looking over here real quick to see if there was anything just lying about that I wanted to talk about, because I don't have a whole lot written down on my topics list. In fact, my topics list is blank. Some of what I do partially want to talk about, some of the things that I wrote yesterday for my various weirdnesses, like with my duties of the meat. Because that's it. That's got two layers to it and such. Because on the first, just the main front of it, yeah, it's like a user's manual for some scientific thing. But as you listen to it, what the words are telling you are in direct opposition to what the words are telling you. So it's sad in that fashion because the text is telling you the meat feels no feelings. The meat monitors pain, but does not think. But at the same time, they're also telling you the meat will whimper as the end of its life approaches. The meat will cry as the end of its life approaches. So on the one hand, they're saying the meat has no feelings and does not think. And on the other hand, they're also telling you, be prepared, because the meat is going to show you all of the emotional responses of something that is thinking and feeling about the end of life approaching. The next layer down from that, of course, is it's describing every single human being working in a capitalistic society. So that's actually kind of a user's manual for CEOs. Thumbs up on that. So yeah, it was if you got that undertone from it, that was deliberate. That was what I was saying. Yay. On the other hand, it is while it's like the old George Romero Dawn of the Dead when he did his zombie movie. It was on the one hand just a straight, if you look at it with no subtext, it is a story about people who are escaping zombies. They take over a mall. They manage to keep the zombies out, but then humans are the worst monsters, and a biker gang comes in, destroys everything, and two people barely survive as the zombies take the mall back. The subtext of that, though, was what made the movie so much better, because it was talking about capitalism. And all of the zombies, the subtext, they were just us, because they're coming back to the mall, because the mall was such an important part of their lives, and they're just mindless things. Consumers. Consuming in a capitalist society. So the undertext can make the whole difference for the story. But while there was that undertext for that, it is directly related to that stuff where I was talking about the whole Numenera and far future and science so advanced that to us it is effectively magic. So I do have some very depressing stories to tell in very short form in uncomfortable readings. Because one of them is, it's just a quick talk about, the meat is having to deal with, it's having to reconcile. The meat is not to be rewarded for doing things right, but the meat is not to be punished because the meat is not programmed for failure, and the meat did everything right, but they took off the meat's arm here, and now all the red stuff is coming out. So it's very, very depressing stuff, extremely uncomfortable, and when you add in the unpleasant thoughts of the other things that I'm working on, like, again, my unpleasant thoughts are not to be punishing, threatening, or harming. There are thought experiments where there is rescue at the end. And so rather than it being a pipe underground or a cave bit, this one on claustrophobia is going to be a return to a playground, going through a tube that you went through when younger, and now you're older, stuck in the middle of this long thing. You're going to get rescued because they're going to get help, but until then, you're still stuck in darkness, unable to move your arms to push yourself downward or get any traction for your feet to push yourself upward, and you're stuck in the dark, unable to move. I'm mildly claustrophobic. I have, just to see if I could do it, put my jacket ends underneath my thighs, and then while my jacket was trapped that way, just used my shoulders and stuff to escape from the jacket, like I was a creature molting out of my exoskeleton. I've almost lost my mind because I have not been able to move my arms. Because of my mild claustrophobia, I'm okay as long as I can move my arms. Not being able to move my arms, panic and anxiety quickly starts to set in. I've had to have MRIs where the first thing I've had to do after they've squeezed me into that tight little tube was I had to go like this. And it was like, okay, I can move my arms down my body. I can move that way. I'm fine. You've stuffed me into this tube. I can't move outward. I can't lift upward or go off to the side, but I can move my arms. I'm okay. And for the 20 minutes that I was stuffed inside that tight little tube with that extremely loud magnet making banging sounds, I was fine. Now, had I been one of those who has slightly worse claustrophobia, that would have been bad. So that's also why I'm going to be putting trigger warnings at the front of these, because I am telling people these are thought experiments. They're unpleasant entertainment, but I eat sour candy that hurts. If you eat too much of it, you bleed, but it's fun. People go to see horror movies where you're terrified. We enjoy unpleasant fun as human beings where it's directly unpleasant. You're going off to do something and experience something that you're not going to like, and you know it. And you're doing it on purpose. That's what these are. They're just unpleasant fun. Not to punish, not to threaten, not to hurt. Just to experience some unpleasant sensations for a short time, and then it's done and over and you're fine. The uncomfortable ones are the ones where, the meat reads, so to speak. Past that, I'm still just doing what I can. I'm always thinking about my cosmic horrors and trying to come up with what they would do in different situations. One of the things I'm still working on, and have been for some time, is my cosmic horrors are effectively, they're cut off from the normal time stream. So there's no real time frame. How old are they? How long do they live? There's no real way to check that. Because if they are in a universe and they tried to stay alert and awake and aware during that time, even the cosmic horrors would not be able to handle that. The projected lifespan of our universe alone, if it comes to an end, is quadrillennia. There is nothing, not even a cosmic horror, could stay awake and aware for all that time and stay sane and alive. So within that context, they aren't immortal. But when they leave a universe, because these things can step between universes or step to the infinite abandoned city, they're out of a normal time frame. And what feels like 5 minutes in the infinite abandoned city, during that time, 1,000 universes in serial could have been born, matured, withered, died, faded. 1,000 of them, just one after the next. 5 minutes. What is time? But after a time, there is a story where Jimare, the immobile fungus-like cosmic horror, calls all of its siblings back because it has mycelium everywhere, except for Amaterasu's private chambers. And in the context of this story, Amaterasu went into her private chambers a little over a week ago and hasn't come back. And Jimare is worried and brought all its siblings back because it's really worried. And in the context of this story, Gotzi Ray is freaking out, just freaking out. Mortality, claustrophobia, and when finally someone goes into the private chambers and all they hear is a howl of grief, it's just, Gotzi Ray is just, nope, gotta go. I cannot stay here. I cannot handle normal matter. I am dying, I have to leave. And boom, out, gone. And the others having to deal with their own mortality. Their mother has died, and she was the most powerful thing in the multiverse. And now she's gone. And I gotta deal with that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Try and answer as many as I can. My executive dysfunction these days with my ADD makes that difficult. I'm doing my best. Thank you for understanding. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and though I count an American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm sometimes like I can even remember what my name is. So, we have Nordathoth. I like that name. Thank you very, very much. Street Stalkers, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl, 29. Oh, Meat and Moist. Thank you very, very much. Brutish Wing 2.0, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. XX underscore the underscore Tilly underscore clan underscore XX, thumbs up and thank you. We have Nailed to Eternity, thumbs up. Nora Eld, greatly appreciated. Mike, thumbs up. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Jen Meltzer, thumbs up and thank you much. Chris Bryce, BRYZ, thumbs up and thank you. Chronos PL, hey, it's been a while since I've seen you in the comments, and I will add you on Steam. Faceless69, thumbs up. Sean Villar, greatly appreciated. Christopher Thomas, good to see you. Kanye SZN, thumbs up. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. Stephen Leone, hello. And then we have Flavy Guard, I sure hope I'm close. 504 underscore JTS, thumbs up. We have Evatier, I sure hope I'm close, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. And we have Gex, greatly appreciated. Trevor, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Emma Leigh, Leigh, hopefully I'm close, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text. And that's important when you're depressed, when you have issues during a pandemic. You need other voices inside of the echo chamber of your skull. Thank you so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. Excuse me. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, I have Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, I need to get this updated and I will soon. Executive dysfunction sucks. I'm very, very sorry. But that would be very, very cool. Now, if you'd like to help me out without sending money to the Patreon.com patronage, I have a PayPal link down below if you'd like to help me out. That would be very cool. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like cat food and hamster bedding, because my cat uses that in her cat box, so thumbs up for that. So if you could check that out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be cool. Does it work? What does it do? I have no ideas, but YouTube makes the option available. So, hey, thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, I have this video here, and I actually got a wild hair last night and recorded Genshin Impact last night. So I just need to edit and render my video for today and tomorrow. I've stopped using Filmora 8. They stopped supporting it some time ago. They've already upgraded to Filmora 10. I'm skipping Filmora in 9 entirely, and I have upgraded to Filmora 10. It's professional software, quote unquote, but it has bugs and issues, and I'm having to learn it. It's completely different from Filmora 8, so I'm going to be doing my best. Thumbs up on that. So, do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duckhead of judgment. It suffers from an excess of scorn, and while not eager to cast its scorn upon those who disappoint it. It is ready to cast its scorn upon those who disappoint it. Please do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duckhead of judgment. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Damn it. And justice for everybody, that the jack-booted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms keep brutalizing and murdering not only on American streets, but in their own houses. Please wear a mask. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Try to socially isolate and distance as much as possible. It's painful, but we've got to get through this. Practice self-care. Extremely important. These are very hard times. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Take as good a care as you can of yourself.